So I just watched Little Witch Academia episode 17, and I understand that for most anime, especially those from Trigger, you gotta have some suspension of disbelief, especially when the show revolves around a world full of magic and witches, but I don't know why, but this fucking episode made me need to sit down and just run through literally what happened, because it was so jam-packed with stuff, I don't know if it was just a dream. Okay, let's start from the beginning. The episode starts out pretty normal with Amanda whining about school being too boring because she's a independent and creative person who can't be burdened down by the educational system. Anyways, Akko decides that she needs to continue her speed run of getting the 7 words for the magic rod so she can get an autograph or something. So they try to ask Miss Obvious Disguise, Professor Ursula, about the next word, but before she can tell them anything, she gets busy with plot convenience. So Amanda casually then mentions that there's a rumor about the real, actual Holy Grail being kept at some boys' school that has nothing to do with magic. For reasons. Because they did a traditional ceremony with it a long time ago. So Miss Not Evil, Professor Croix, or as it should be pronounced, Croix in French, shows up to tell them that she can't help them. Thanks! Anyways, Amanda gets impulsive and decides that right now, they don't have any other responsibilities, so they just leave the school and go to the one that Croix conveniently mentions hates witches. So, why do they have a traditional ceremony that uses magic items if they hate magic? Who cares? So they arrive on campus, and Amanda cross-dresses to blend in with the guys because that hadn't happened yet in the series yet, and so the fan artists needed some of that Rule 63, baby! Anyways, they realize that this is the school that boy ship number 1 from a few episodes back goes to, and Akko decides that she needs to disguise too, but because we're 17 episodes into Little Witch Sucks at Magic, she can't turn herself into anything except for a rat, and so she hangs out in Amanda's pocket. Then we get Japanese Ron Perlman giving political commentary about riots at a soccer game. But have no fear, because now we get to meet Blonde Boy. What's his real name? I don't care, because he sucks. So Ron casually says some stuff with genocidal undertones, and then he yells at Blonde Boy because he called him daddy outside the bedroom. Then Amanda just suddenly shows up behind him, like he wasn't just loudly talking to his dad, who's now 10 feet away at this point, and then bumps into him. She says sorry, and then they suddenly are at massive odds with each other, like she just said sorry, and then he says, you know, I haven't seen you, and she says, I forgot my class, so he freaks out and asks her what's her attitude, and she gets all pissy. Anyways, they argue, and then he sees Akko and freaks out because she's disguised as a mouse or something, and he wants to kill her after sharing how he straight up rat genocided the entire school. But don't worry, because boy ship number 1 shows up to save the day. They go to a bridge thing, and after Amanda walks off to angst somewhere else, Akko tells them that they're looking for the Grail. He says he doesn't know where it is, and Akko runs off. So after a bit of searching for the Grail, she just finds it in a box in the attic after some evil-looking cube things fly into the box. She takes the Grail, and it cuts to Blonde Boy scamming his friends at card tricks by cheating with a mirror. So to punish him, Amanda straight up tries to kill him with magic. But it fails, because Akko, who's a mouse and doesn't have pockets, has her magic router. And this is where the episode gets really weird. Amanda straight up gets kidnapped by a group of witches, whatever, who look like a little too much like some other group that doesn't like people different from them. Let's see if you can figure out which one. So Blonde Boy dons his best Dr. Fate cosplay, and the Witch KKK run around putting up posters with a bounty for Akko's capture, and a warning that people found harboring the vermin will be punished severely. A tactic that is used by another group of people that hated people different from them. Nazis, cough. Sorry, as an aside, can I just say how subtle this show is? It's great. So we see Amanda captured and remaining quiet and hoping that Akko doesn't get captured, and immediately Akko shows up and gets captured. So Blonde Boy reveals that the room they are in is an actual torture room at the boys' school. Anyways, Amanda does a sick backflip to stop Blonde from breaking the cup, and then she escapes and they struggle, and then surprise, surprise, boy ship number 1 shows up again. He says that torture is uncivilized, so Amanda agrees to a duel to the death on a bridge that looks like the one out of a part of Dark Souls. Apparently, at this academy, this has happened multiple times where 2 people argue, and instead of just talking out their differences, they have a duel to the death, so whatever. Blonde says that they'll start the duel when a coin hits the ground, and then straight up cheats and try to kill her early. But they fight for a while and Amanda does some Chun-Li action shit to finish him off and he loses, but surprise, he's gonna destroy the cup anyways! So he breaks the cup and magic nukes them or something, and the evil cube things come back and possess a suit of armor that start to attach the blonde boy and change him into the Lord of Cinder from Dark Souls 3. Oh, now I get why they're fighting on that bridge thing. So Amanda goes to fight him again, but now he's in his second form, so her old tricks won't work and she gets slapped to the side. During the battle, another suit of armor falls and it's gonna crush some people watching the fight from the ground. So, thankfully, Akko fucking vaporizes 3 people before the suit hits them. You know, a more humane way to go. Akko throws Amanda her wand and magic receiver, and finally we got a sick magic sword battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Giant evil suit of armor versus little witch girl. Hell yes, let's go! Well, that's anticlimactic. Anyways, the red cube things fly away, and Akko straight up says this. So Amanda helps Blonde Boy up, and now he's not witchist anymore or something, because she saved him, kind of. But they realize they've done a lot of damage to the school. Just as Ron finds them and blames Amanda for hurting his son. But don't worry, Boyship 1 explains that they were dueling and how Ron's son lost to a girl. He doesn't believe him, and then he gets all freaked out when his son suddenly isn't witchist anymore, and the girls use it as a chance to leave by broom without cleaning up any of their mess. Aw, typical. They fly off into the sunset, and it's revealed that Professor Evil both likes spicy cup noodles and was behind the red cubes the whole time. The end. So this was literally Little Witch Academia episode 17. All in all, I love this series. I don't want people to think I hate it. But sometimes it's good to kind of take a step back and realize it's okay to laugh at absurdity, especially in your favorite shows. Thanks for watching. Idoall, out.